Welcome to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. Sunday night in Music City, day 3 of the Nashville Regional, and the top overall seed in the national tournament is out. That's the big news. Vandy is gone. Louisville and the Raiders of Wright State meeting in this regional final. Vanderbilt was upset by Wright State 5-4 earlier today. So as you look at the bracket, Louisville will have to be beaten twice by Wright State. The Raiders hoping to force a 7th game in this regional tomorrow. Griffin Page, sophomore left-hander from Pennsylvania, threw a beauty to beat Vanderbilt. 8-inning one-hitter.
He was unbelievable. The best game of his life in the biggest moment of his life. 8 innings, 1 hit. Ended up giving up 2 runs, but got into the 9th inning, and that gets Wright State past Vanderbilt.
Bullpen barely hung on, but they did, and now Wright State is in this regional final. He's Greg Olson. I'm Clay Matvick. Great to have you with us. So just when you think Wright State might be running out of pitching now, they're going to go with Chet Lax. Only threw 29 pitches yesterday, and he was pretty good against East Tennessee State.
Yes, he was. Bought up 2.2 innings. 3 strikeouts, no hits, no runs. Very effective and very similar to Griffin Page already today.
All right, so his job is to shut down a Louisville offense. We know that the Cardinals have been hanging their hat on offense all year, and they're finally fully healthy.
Yeah, they haven't been healthy all year. Eddie King was out with a hamstring, then Matt Klein went down with a broken wrist, but Matt Klein came back, and this is what he's done. 2 home runs, 2 games, bringing a lot of power and leadership. That one's Zion Rose taking the lead for Louisville in the 5th inning last night against Vandy.
Louisville hoping for a sweet 10th Super Regional appearance. Wright State hoping to play tomorrow. Cards, Raiders, coming up next. The NCAA Baseball Regionals are presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Greg Olson, Clay Matvick here in Nashville, Tennessee. And maybe not the regional final everyone had anticipated, but it's the one we're getting, and we're excited for it. The Louisville Cardinals are going to be the visiting team on the scoreboard, and Dan McDonald's lineup looks very similar to what we've been seeing here in recent games. Lucas Moore leading it off. There's Matt Klein, who we talked about. He's homered in both regional games so far. Rose, King, Pike, Monroe, Davis, Neighbors, and Alisea. Chet Lax, sophomore left-hander. His hometown is about 17 miles from here. Nashville suburb, Hendersonville, Tennessee. He has some family and friends in attendance here tonight. And again, we saw him yesterday, so this is his 2nd regional appearance.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a short one, too. An inning, 2 innings, maybe 3 innings if you can get there. But fastball is going to be 84 to 88. A lot of sliders, mixing a curveball occasionally, changeup. Trying to keep this Louisville potent offense off balance.
So we're ready to go. Here comes Lucas Moore. 1 for 8 with a home run in the regional. Was 0 for 5 last night against Vanderbilt. But a very aggressive leadoff man. 365, 5 homers, 47 runs batted in. And he swings at the first pitch. I don't know that he hasn't swung at the first pitch in the 1st inning yet in the 3 days.
He's been aggressive, and Dan McDonald said, you know what, if he gets too aggressive, I'll turn him down a little bit.
This is going to be a tough play. Backhanded by Will Cook. Doesn't have a throw. And Will Cook, who moves very well, gets there, and they're going to give him an infield hit.
Now it's a tough play. You got to really realize the look of the second baseman. Hunter Warren is a little bit deep, so Will Cook knows that. He's got a range to his right. The ball just clanks off of his glove. A little kick right there. Leadoff infield single. This Wright State defense has been special this weekend.
So a man on for Matt Klein. 2 for 8, 2 homers. And I think it's safe to say that this guy is all the way back now. 4th game. Coming out that broken wrist on his glove hand. Missed 2 months. 33 total games the Cardinals were without their starting catcher, their cleanup hitter, and their captain. Batting in the 2-hole tonight. And he'll take inside. So a Louisville win, and they're on to the Super Regionals. And I guess there's a chance that they could host, because this regional matches up with Southern Miss's regional in Hattiesburg. And the Golden Eagles are already with a loss playing tonight. They have to beat Miami twice.
Yeah, and they were on their way today. They've beaten Miami, but got to win one more game.
1 ball and 1 strike to Klein. And a throw over to first. Matt Klein, a product of Trinity High School there in Louisville. Keeping an eye on Moore. He's got 47 stolen bases. And they're going to throw over one more time.
I mean, the throws aren't even close. This is taking the chance that Lucas Moore is going to go first move. So every time you're facing a lefty as a base runner, you have to go as soon as he makes one move. With a leg kick, with a glove, you take off. And so they are taking the chance of trying to give a decent look from Chet Lax and give a throw over in case Lucas Moore is going to go first move.
150 stolen bases for the Cardinals as a team. Not going, pitches high. Boston Smith reaches up and gloves it. So now 3-1 to Matt Klein, and Zion Rose, the DH, is on deck.
And this is what speed on the bases will do to a pitcher. It distracts you. It takes half of your focus away from home plate and puts it on the runner over there. So now Chet Lax is going to come up, and he's focused on Lucas Moore and not Klein.
Popped up left side, and it's a long run. Diving out is Peltier. Not going to get there. Lucas Moore is going to coast into third. And Matt Klein stands up at second base with a fly ball double. Nobody out.
Great effort out in left by Peltier. But ill-advised layout right there. Lucas Moore easily gets into third base. Stand-up double for Matt Klein. This is just a well-placed pop-up down the left field line.
And now Zion Rose, one of the 5 captains for this Cardinals team. First team All-ACC, 12 homers, 61 runs batted in. Chance to put Louisville on top early. He hit a leadoff homer in the 5th inning last night off of Cody Bowker of Vanderbilt. He was batting in the 6-hole yesterday. They have moved him up to the 3 spot tonight.
Yeah, had a really nice day, swinging a hot bat. He's one of their better DHs. Eddie King usually old DH, but Dan McDonald will move the outfielders around and rotate them so that they're not getting so much tread on their tires.
There's Dan McDonald in his 19th year as head coach. 14 NCAA tournaments with the Cardinals. 3-0 pitch to Rose, and that's inside. Walked him, bases loaded. First 3 hitters reach for Louisville here in the 1st inning. And now Eddie King will stride to the plate, and this guy is a vicious hitter.
He is rock solid, having a big year. He stepped up huge in place of Matt Klein when he went down a couple months ago. He got called out in a meeting with the 5 captains and said, and Coach McDonald said, hey, you know what, Eddie, I need you to step up. I know you're a slow starter, but this time I can't have you do that. We got to have you go. And he has gone.
Senior out of Linwood, Illinois. Hit a 416-foot blast Friday against East Tennessee State. Chops it foul. And here is the home run from Friday night. Just clubbed the center. And he has 5 homers and 11 ribbies in the last 6 games. The 0-2. Foul back. He was on time. Just didn't get all of it.
Well, that pitch was close. Lax is trying to waste a fastball. 0-2. He got King swinging outside the zone.
Bases loaded here in the first. 1-2 to Eddie King Jr. 14 of his home runs came against Power 4 pitching this year. So he really thrives in big settings against the best competition.
Coach McDonald feels like he should be a top 10 round pick. Came back this year. Felt like he had a little bit of a down year last year. Really couldn't put a finger on why. But came back, and Eddie, talking about Eddie King, came back this year and has really stepped up his game defensively, offensively, leadership.
Line drive down the line and foul. That might have cleared the bases had it been fair. Huge win for Louisville last night. It's so important to start 2-0. Since this format began in 1999, teams winning the first 2 games have advanced to the Supers 81% of the time. Louisville trying to break out early. Bases loaded, nobody out. The 1-2 to King. Upstairs, 2-2.
Lax was really good yesterday using his sliders, kind of a sweeping slider, low arm angle, of using that down and into the right-handed hitters. He's been working mainly away on King. See if he uses it here.
Line drive to the gap, and that is going to get down for a hit. Coming in to score is Moore. Right behind him is Klein. They are going to stop Rose at third. Ball skips away from Boston Smith, but backing up is Lax. So a 2-run double for Eddie King. What an at-bat.
Well, he threw the slider that I was calling for, but he left it elevated out over the plate. Eddie King had already seen one of those and laced in the left center. And boy, I'll tell you what, these Louisville guys were off and running. Nice job by Chet Lax to be back there backing that play up.
Well, this is an odd development in Wright State games anyway so far in this regional. They're playing from behind in the first inning.
The Wright State offense has been the one that's just jumped out on everybody, including this morning. Jumped out for 4 runs in the first on Vandy.
Here's Garrett Pike, a senior. 308, 3 homers, 38 runs batted in. He's in right field again tonight. Oh, that hit him. And now the bases are loaded again for Jake Monroe. As Chet Lax is really struggling here in the first. Still looking for an out.
Well, we got somebody moving down in the bullpen right now.
Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee. Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Clay Matvick. This is Hawkins Field, and this is the regional final here in Nashville. And it's not the regional final we expected, as Wright State earlier today knocked out the #1 overall national seed, the Vanderbilt Commodores. But Louisville has the bases loaded here in the first inning, already 2 runs in. And here is the 2-run double just moments ago from Eddie King, plating Lucas Moore and Matt Klein. And a win tonight for Louisville, and they'll be on to the Super Regionals for the 10th time in program history. Wright State hoping to force another game tomorrow night.
And Wright State's got some excellent starting pitching, but so far Chet Lax has really struggled to find the strike zone, missing in the same spot, that up and away fastball.
Base is full of Cardinals. And the pitch to Monroe is in there for a strike. 3 hits in the inning. A walk and a hit batter. Louisville coming off that huge win yesterday over Vanderbilt. And they are 2-0. Teams winning the first 2 games have advanced to the Supers 81% of the time. Wright State trying to force another game tomorrow. That one's fouled back. The thing about Louisville, Greg, is, you know, they are now in their 15th NCAA tournament. They seem to always find a way to get into the regional final. This is their 13th final appearance. That is checked, and that's going to be a strikeout. Jake Monroe can't hold up. Home plate umpire Mike Fichter rings him up. Finally, the first out for Chet Lax.
Monroe's been scuffling this regional. Comes in 1 for 6, gets moved down to the 6th spot and just unable to lay off that breaking ball in the dirt.
1 out, bases loaded for Tage Davis, the big first baseman. Little comebacker to the mound. Lax is going to go to home. Smith trying to get a double play, and does. Boston Smith rips one down the line for the 2nd out. And Louisville is going to have to settle for 2.
Chet Lax, breaking ball comes up, runs it a little bit towards home. Boston Smith completes the 1-2-3 double play.
Sunshine came softly through my window today. When you've made your mind up forever to be mine.
This Friday, the John Wick franchise keeps fighting. Rated R.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
This is you, rocking the block party, greeting the neighbors, and going all night. With cushioning from thousands of energy-boosting beads. That starts with new Dr. Scholl's 24-hour energy multi-purpose insoles. It starts with Dr. Scholl's.
Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. Louisville gets 2 on the board in the first inning. Now Wright State coming to the plate for the first time. And the first time through the batting order, always fun to watch for Alex Sogard's team. The last few days, they've scored a lot of runs early. The 37-year-old head coach of the year in the Horizon League, really likes his lineup, and especially Boston Smith in the 5-hole. We just saw him behind the plate turning that double play. He has homered in all 3 games.
He has been special. Boston Smith is just leading the nation in home runs. And they're going to face off against Ethan Eberle. Lefty gets the nod tonight, and talked about Wright State starting pitching been good. Louisville starting pitching has been really good. Fastball is going to be 88 to 91. More 2-seamers than 4-seamers. Slider, changeup. And he has gotten better as the season's gone along, really developed during his freshman year.
6'5", 210 pounds. It's some tilt coming down at you. And Hunter Warren will test him first. There's Eddie King, his 2-run double. The difference in this game right now. Hunter Warren 1 for 8 in the regional. Wright State has only trailed for 2.5 innings the entire tournament. And that was against East Tennessee State for a little bit. And a half an inning against Vanderbilt on Friday night. But here they are behind right away in the first inning. In the first 2 innings, 10 hits, 10 runs, 3 doubles, 3 homers. That's generally the first time through the order.
Usually it goes the other way. They get more active, better offensive swings as the game goes along. Third time around is the legendary time that you get pitchers out of the games. These guys have been ambushing starting pitchers this whole tournament. In the first, in the second.
They have been a fun offense to watch. They have won 5 straight elimination games now in postseason play, going back to the Horizon League tournament. Picked up their 40th win against Vanderbilt earlier today. 40 wins this season. And, you know, there's a lot of youth in this lineup. This is Hunter Warren, who's a redshirt freshman, the freshman of the year in the Horizon League. And so many of these guys have been playing like seasoned vets. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ethan Eberle fires at home and got it. 1 down.
The first couple pitches for Eberle were way off the plate, but he's able to get back into the count. Nice 2-1 breaking ball. And then this fastball, he amps up the velo a little bit. It's just enough to get by Warren for the first out.
And now the third baseman, Patrick Fultz, junior out of Springfield, Ohio. He'll take down and in. Patrick Fultz always seems to be on. Look at this in the regional, 5 for 13, couple of doubles, a homer. He's driven into and has scored 2.
Swinging it well. He was a Horizon League tournament MVP where he hit .545 with 12 hits.
Alex Sogard, the head coach, calls him the glue of this roster. One ball and 1 strike. Bases empty. 1 out. Swung out and missed. 1 and 2. And it's a movement at 89.
Yeah, nice low arm slot. Makes it really hard on these left-handed hitters for Wright State.
And now the shift is on as Jake Monroe, the third baseman, moves to the right side of second base. 1-2 from Eberle. So Wright State, one of 3 4 seeds in regional final play here tonight. You got Murray State, you got Little Rock also wearing Cinderella slippers. First ever regional final for Little Rock. Inside, just off the plate.
Eberle used that fastball that was inside the previous pitch to play off of that slider. Felt like he made the pitch, located it, but looked like it might have ended up a little bit inside to Fultz.
1 out, the 2-2, ground ball. A lot of traffic over there on that right side of the infield because of the shift. And Fultz hit right into it, so a long at bat for Fultz, but he is the second out.
See what they like about Eberle. Here's the pitch sequence. Misses with the slider down. Comes back, lands one to get back into the count. Fastball away. Here, this fastball setting up this slider and this slider. So every pitch has an intent. You're not trying to get him out with that fastball up and in. If it happens, great, but you're trying to set up the next pitch, which is that slider.
Gus Gregory is the designated hitter again, as a team best .348 average. Second team All Horizon League, 1 for 8 in the regional. Two outs here in the Raiders' first inning. Ground ball. Charging the shortstop, Alex Alicea, and good stretch at first base. Take Davis. We've seen him do that a few times in this tournament, using that 6'4" frame at first base to record the third out. First time Wright State has been retired in the first inning all weekend. And it's 2-0 after 1. Louisville leads it.
This Friday, greatest action franchise reloads. Rated R.
Guess I won't be making my famous burgers.
Text everyone to cancel. The Rivera say it's not even raining at their house.
Aren't they like 2 blocks away? It is coming down out here.
It really is.
That was cheese.
Yes, it was.
Keep walking, Marge.
I bet this is a microstorm.
What's a microstorm?
I don't actually know.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can do all the things that make summer, summer. Take a Grand Highlander and go root for the home team. Send newlyweds off in a Camry. Congrats. Thanks. Or catch some waves with a RAV4. Still got it.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Your summer starts here. That limbo.
Toyota, let's go places.
Louisville ready to hit here in the second inning, leading 2-0. And for all the talk of Boston Smith's offense, the guy can really defend too. The Wright State catcher, this was last inning, the double play.
Yeah, he's got a couple of caught stealings as well, but Lax fields it, secures the first out. I didn't think Boston Smith had any chance of getting that double play, but man, he threw a laser down to first base for a big 1-2-3 double play.
It was a 27-pitch first inning for Chet Lax. We'll see how he does here in inning number 2 as Kamayu Neighbors leads it off. He'll be followed by Alicea and Moore. 8-9-1 for Louisville. Fly ball right, coming over toward the line. That is Gilkerson, and Cam Gilkerson puts it away for the first out.
You know, Clay, I've found that guys that just are under the velocity mark of like 90, you know, get better because they're not high intensity guys. They get better with a little bit of work, get the sweat, get a lather going, and they get to find a feel for their breaking ball, their change up, and he'll get better as this game goes along, I'm sure.
Here's the shortstop, Alex Alicea, 5'8" sophomore out of Milwaukee. 2 for 7 in the regional. Couple of hits last night, playing through a thumb injury. He's a switch hitter, but has only been hitting left-handed.
Yeah, it hurts too much to hit right-handed, so he's getting his first looks in a long time of a lefty-lefty matchup. He's shown a couple bunts, though. When he has faced a lefty this regional, he's shown a couple drag bunts to the left side. Ultra fast.
1-2 back up the middle, and that's a base hit. That is hit number 4 for the Cardinals. And back to the top of the order, and Lucas Moore.
Well, Lax uses a bunch of good breaking balls and tries to sneak a fastball by him. Can't sneak a fastball by him.
Keep an eye on Alex Alicea there at first base. 30 stolen bags on the year. One of 3 on this Louisville roster with 30+ stolen bases. And Moore is one of them. He's at the dish now. Lucas Moore, an infield single and a run scored in the first. Leads the team in average, second in the country in stolen bases. Led the ACC with 81 runs scored. Man on with 1 out, and Lax is going to throw over to first again. So Moore, after that infield base hit in the first, has reached in 56 of the 59 games he has played in this year. That's a leadoff man.
That's a leadoff man.
And he sprays this one the opposite way. Base hit. Second hit for Moore. Churning for third is Alicea. The throw in time. They got him. Well, aggressive on the bases for sure. That's Louisville baseball. But Ali Sayer runs into an out. Lucas Moore gets into second base. He'll be there with 2 down.
Nice piece of hitting by Moore. Carves it into left field. Peltier plays it in front, loads up. And I've talked about how good this defense from Wright State's been. Second runner caught on the bases from an outfield assist. Great throw.
Lucas Moore gets a single, and he takes second base on the throw. He's at second for Matt Klein, who doubled and scored in the first inning. And for Cardinals fans, this is good to see. Him back in the lineup. This is his 4th game back from that wrist injury, which had him on the shelf for 2 months.
Yeah, they really thought they lost him for the season. Just hoped to get him back if they made the postseason tournament. And so everybody's talked about how Louisville came into this really struggling. 1 out of their last 7 they've won, struggling. But Matt Klein comes back, and all of a sudden, this is really the first time in months that this lineup's been together.
Diving back is Moore. He draws a ton of attention.
Well, I'm never a big fan of trying to pick off and work a guy with 2 outs and a runner on second. You know Moore's going to score on a base hit. So why pay my attention to a guy on second base? If he wants to steal, have at it. Take that chance. You're already in scoring position. So me as a pitcher, I really wanted to focus on the hitter at this point.
And that's Matt Klein. Line drive. It's going to skip into the glove of Warren at second base. And that ends the inning. So Moore is stranded. A couple of hits in the inning for the Cardinals, but it stays 2-0 halfway through the second.
When businesses thrive, so do our communities.
My name is Oscar Zavaleta. I'm the principal for the Montes Group. I just knew that I wanted to be the person that made the decisions. Without Bank of America, the growth of our company would have been difficult. The way I look at it is Bank of America is one of my partners.
Unlock new possibilities for your business and community. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Contact one of our local business specialists at bankofamerica.com/local business.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
This Friday, the John Wick franchise keeps fighting. Rated R.
I'll tell you what, the ACC is doing just fine in this national tournament. The SEC had more teams make the field, but look at this. Duke, Florida State have already punched tickets to the Super Regional. Louisville could join them with a win tonight. And the Cardinals lead it 2-0 as the Raiders of Wright State hit here in the second. It'll be Peltier, Smith, and Arnold. It's been a good tournament for the ACC.
Yes, it has. Yes, it has. 5-0 yesterday. Punching tickets today with the possibility of another one here.
J.P. Peltier, 20 home runs and a team high 69 runs batted in. Raiders went quietly in the first inning. It's even weird saying that because we have not seen that from Wright State in this tournament so far. Usually jump right out on you. 2-2.
Coach Sogard feels like this guy's been their MVP all year. Had a quiet start in game 1, take game 2, 0 for 4, a couple of strikeouts. And then today got it going, 2 for 3, walk, stolen base.
Tall freshman Ethan Eberle has his pitch foul back. First 3 set down by Eberle. Started the year in the bullpen. His last appearance was in the ACC tournament. In relief, couple of runs given up, 2 innings. Walked 3, but struck out 3 against Pitt. But it was 1 and done for the Cardinals at the ACC tournament. They've got it going now, though. 2-2. Got a piece of it.
Yeah, good at bat going on, but really struggled, lost to Pitt, 1 and out, came into the ACC tournament struggling. Like I said, really feel like they picked it up when Matt Klein came back. Added a huge piece, big dimension at the plate, but probably a bigger dimension behind the plate as a catcher, as a leader of this team.
2-2 to Peltier. This is to center. Lucas Moore stepping back a few, and he'll haul it in. Boy, that was hit on the screws by Peltier, but right at Moore. And now here comes Boston Smith, who has homered in all 3 days for Wright State.
And they've all been early in the game. First inning, second inning, he's done a lot of his damage. Man, if you run something inner half of the plate, you are going to have problems. This dude can flat out rake.
Yeah, he has homered in 16 of the last 17 games. No, 17 of the last 18. Can't even keep track with this guy anymore.
Well, you know what, Clay? Just every game he plays, just add another one.
Thank you. And now what's going on here? Apparently there was a warning given to Boston Smith about not engaging, not getting into the box, or what is this all about, Greg?
I'm not quite sure. Took a split second to look away, and home plate umpire Mike Fichter pointed out right away.
I think Boston Smith thought time had run out on the pitcher's clock. He had mentioned that, like time had run out. He said that, and the umpire thought that Boston Smith had called time. And so here's the confusion. So he is engaged.
He's alert and ready in the box.
And you can see the umpire thought the time was called. But Boston Smith is just saying, no, the pitching clock ran out.
And that's Mike Fichter's call. He's the only one that's looking at that pitch clock out in center field.
Inside pitch. Breaking ball misses to Boston Smith. 1 ball and no strikes. That was curious.
Yeah, you know what, Clay? This is what I love about baseball. I can come to the ballpark and see something new every day. Haven't seen that one.
Boston Smith, the Cincinnati transfer in his 3rd year at Wright State. Program's all-time home run leader. Boy, just getting this guy out has been a challenge since the start of May. 16 home runs in the month of May. He has 1 here already in June. And the next one will give him the season lead for everyone in the country. He is tied right now with Mason Neville of Oregon, but the Ducks were eliminated from the national tournament.
I mean, he had more home runs than Ohtani did in the month of May. You see, he is not getting cheated one bit. Been really, really good on fastballs, breaking balls that have gotten inside but not gotten to the inside corner. The question is, can Eberle get this slider away, get it off the plate, down and away?
It's all left-hander trying to get one of the toughest outs in the country right now. The 1-2 pitch and another foul ball. Tucker Biven, Justin West, Wyatt Danielewicz, and Jake Schweitzer combined to allow 5 hits, no earned runs against the #1 seed Vanderbilt last night. A beautifully pitched ball game. And so far tonight, Eberle has retired the first 4 hitters. The 1-2 pitch. Got him. Took something off. And he gets Boston Smith out in front for their second out. Second strikeout for Eberle.
Boston Smith can swing it against lefties. He came into this game hitting .431 versus the left-handed pitchers. But Eberle, just a wipeout, nasty, sweeping slider. Just out of the reach of Boston Smith.
And now 2 outs for Arnold. Luke Arnold, the shortstop, going to right field. Playable for Pike. He's got it. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ethan Eberle in the second. And so Louisville, with a win tonight, punches a ticket to the Super Regional round. So far, so good. Cardinals 2, Wright State nothing here in Nashville. Well, there's a look at Omaha, Nebraska, the epicenter of college baseball in June. College World Series starts June 13th. For more information on the road to Omaha, go to ncaa.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. Back here in Music City, off to the 3rd inning, the Cardinals of Louisville, leading Wright State 2-0. Chet Lax is out. The starter goes 2 innings, gives up a couple of runs on 5 hits.
Check out Cam Allen talking in his ear, pumping him up. You know, I mean, I love that. Vocal leader, wrestler, pumping him up, going, hey, man, you did all right. You did a good job. You made some good pitches. Parker Thomas coming into the game. Fastball is going to be mainly the 4-seam variety, 86, 89. Mixes in some 2-seamers, cutter, slider, changeup. East Carolina transfer.
Only 14 1/3 innings this year, so we'll see how many outs he can accrue here, starting in the 3rd inning with Zion Rose at the plate. Rose walked his first time up, was stranded at 3rd. You know, Louisville had the bases loaded a couple of times in that 1st inning. Only got 2 runs. So, you know, in hindsight, Chet Lax got through the lineup one time, plus a couple of batters. They only gave up 2 runs, so given what they were dealing with, you know, they're kind of thin right now.
Yeah, I agree. I thought he did a nice job. He did. He did. He was able to navigate it. Didn't get, if he gets that first play on Lucas Moore, the ground ball to first that they gave an infield single, he gets that play. We're talking about a whole different inning and a whole different outing.
And that looks like that hurt. Rose is trying to walk it off. Ooh. I thought at first it was off the foot, but it was more off the inner calf.
He's still having some problems putting pressure on it.
Zion Rose is the DH, so if he has to come out, they don't have to replace a position player tonight, but still, they don't want to lose his bat. 12 home runs, 61 runs batted in for Zion Rose. A big bat out of Chicago. Trying to walk it off, trying to stay in this regional final. He's using that bat as a cane. That's not a good sign.
I can't tell you. I cannot even begin to explain how much this hurts. I mean, he squared it up enough. That ball barely left the home plate circle.
No, it buckled him. Looks like he's ready to continue here. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Zion Rose, first team All-ACC, freshman All-American last year. He's had a really good sophomore season. Two-two pitch. Fouled it off. Another foul ball, and I think that got Boston Smith.
That got Boston Smith. He didn't even flinch.
Now he's looking at his hand. Got him on the knee. Missed down, 3-2. Full count to Rose with Eddie King on deck. And King has a couple of runs batted in this one. Thomas winds and has it fouled off. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat to Zion Rose. And called strike 3, and Rose knew it. Parker Thomas. 1 up, 1 down.
Nice pitch by Thomas. Cut fastball down, bottom of the zone. Just a little bit of down drop. Freezes Zion Rose for a big first out. And looking down to the bullpen down there. Wright State. It's got a whole bunch of people standing around ready to work. That's where the pitching coach just looks at all the pitchers in the dugout and go, get down to the bullpen. You don't know what's going to happen today.
Ball and a strike here to Eddie King Jr. 2-run double in the first inning. Now 1-2. Louisville snapped a 3-game NCAA tournament losing streak against Vanderbilt last night, beating the Commodores in the postseason for the first time since sweeping the Nashville Super Regional in 2013. And that is tipped into the glove of Boston Smith. And he's going to sit down. Eddie King strikes out. Back-to-back Ks here for Parker Thomas.
Thomas looking really good. Couple cut fastballs, a slider, and then this one a little two-seamer, and you can see that late action just takes it off the bat of Eddie King.
This one is hit hard. First base. Will Cook backhands it. He'll win the race to the bag. And Garrett Pike is out on one pitch. It's a long inning, but a 1-2-3 inning for Parker Thomas out of the Wright State pen. Stays 2-0 Louisville here in Nashville.
I've talked about Wright State's defense, and here's a look. Gilkerson, big throw out at home plate to Boston Smith, and then tonight, left fielder J.P. Peltier kills a rally for Louisville with that 7-5 putout.
Yeah, the defense has been superb for Wright State.
And we were told that. We were told the center fielder freshman, Conlon Daniel, coming up. He's one of the best center fielders in the game, and man, he showed it early on this regional.
Gilkerson leads it off, and Cam takes a strike. He made the Horizon League All-Freshman team. And there is Conlon Daniel. He'll bat next. He's been on SportsCenter with a top 10 catch this year. Now, you hit it in the outfield against Wright State, and you've got problems.
Yeah, actually, I mean, both of these outfields are really good. Excellent defenders. Gilkerson had another catch, diving over the wall, shallow right field.
Right now, though, Wright State could use some offense. Still looking for its first hit. They have gone 1-2-3 in both the first and second innings. 7, 8, 9. Gilkerson, Daniel, and Cook, and that's going to be another strikeout. Strikeout number 3 for Ethan Eberle. One away.
Eberle is giving this lineup fits right now. A lot of lefties in this lineup. Gilkerson sees slider, recognizes it coming in as a low strike. And I think this dives out of the zone. Nice block by Matt Klein.
And we were talking about Matt Klein for Louisville missing a couple of months with a broken wrist. That was the same thing for Daniel for Wright State. Center fielder missed almost 2 months with a broken wrist. Still, it's been a really good freshman year for Conlon Daniel.
Had a pretty good regional as well. Had a home run in game 1, double in game 1. And his defense has been stellar.
Two-outer Daniels swung out and missed, 2-1. Roger Williams, the pitching coach for Louisville, returned just 7 arms from 2024. I mean, the staff was a complete turnover. A lot of newcomers, including Eberle, a freshman. Swung out and missed. Count is even now at 2-2. But Roger Williams, he's been around the block a lot. I mean, 19 years with Dan McDonnell. And so he knows how to adjust and adapt.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. Talked about Eberle really coming on these last couple of weeks.
Got it. Back-to-back strikeouts in the third. 2 down.
Just great location to get ahead. And just go straight at Daniel with a fastball. Man on man. The fastball's better than you are.
Four strikeouts now for Eberle. 8 up, 8 down, and now the 9-hole hitter, Will Cook, who was a starter at Louisville a couple of years ago, trying to bunt his way on, and it's a beautiful bunt. And there is the first hit for Wright State. How about that? Will Cook against his old team, breaking up the no-hitter here in the third inning.
I love this. This is what I never understood in the big leagues, where if you're going to shift, you're going to give me nobody on the left side of the infield. I'm going to work on this part of my game. Will Cook gets a good pitch to bunt. Really nice bunt. You got to get it by the pitcher, and right when it got to halfway past the pitcher, it's over with.
Will Cook, the junior, 6'6" first baseman. He can run like a gazelle when he gets going. He's over there at first base right now. He was a starter on opening day at Louisville just 2 years ago. Now meeting his former team here in the regional, and he is the first base runner for the Raiders as Warren hits for the second time. Fouls it back. He's behind in the count here, 0-2. Warren was the first strikeout victim for Eberle.
It's really working away. Nice backdoor slider. Fastball away. Really opens up this whole game. Eberle has found his rhythm. Really nice job of landing this big sweeping slider.
Warren just 1 home run on the year. Swung on and missed. That is a strikeout to end the inning. So Cook gets the first hit of the night for the Raiders against Eberle, but he is stranded. We have played 3 here in Music City. We're going to talk to the Raiders head coach, Alex Sogard, on the backside of this timeout.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
For 25 years, Greg Young Automotive Group has been your trusted hometown dealer. And now we're giving back. To celebrate, we're giving you a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with every new or used vehicle purchase. With a massive inventory, top dollar for your trade-in, and a commitment to exceptional customer service, it's no wonder why people keep coming back.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Off to the 4th inning, 2-0 Louisville. It'll be Jake Monroe to lead it off. Let's bring in Alex Sogard, the head coach of the Raiders. And coach, have you had a chance to take in what you guys accomplished with knocking off the #1 overall seed yet, or is it just business as usual as you take on Louisville now?
Yeah, I mean, obviously right after there was a little celebration of it, but then it was try to move on as quick as we can for the second game, right? And I think the sooner we were able to do that, the sooner, the better. But, you know, we were a little sloppy in the first, you know, made an error to the leadoff hitter who is one of the best runners in the country, and then some hit by pitch and a walk. So Parker Thomas has done a good job coming in, so hopefully we can quiet him for a little bit.
All right, kind of a weird setup with the 2 o'clock game. You win that over Vandy, then you got to play at 8, so you got about 3 hours. What did you do with the team for 3 hours?
Well, I told them to hydrate as much as they could, get some food in them, and get off their feet a little bit, and just be ready for the next one.
Well, Alex, we're going to let you get back to work. Congratulations on the win earlier today, and we hope to see you tomorrow.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.
Alex Silgard. As Jake Monroe hit that right to the center fielder, Conlon Daniel, for the first out.
I was curious. I mean, I know what we're doing. We're working and trying to find something to eat and doing basically the same thing that the kids were doing. Give them a little quiet time, a little peace.
Here's Tate Davis, wrapped into a double play in the first inning. A 1-2-3 double play. 281, 18 homers and 50 runs batted in. His dad, Ben, played 7 years in the major leagues. And his 18 homers, that's a Louisville freshman record.
Here's the funny thing about Tate Davis. He's got 18 home runs this year. He only hit 6 home runs his senior year at Malvern Prep in Philly. That one is just a bizarre, right? That's got so much going through his background. Wow.
That's where his dad went to prep school as well.
His dad was a really good player. I got to play against him when he was with the Mariners.
2-2 pitch. Ooh, just missed.
Little old school for me. All right, so Boston Smith is set up away. He's got to move his glove 17 inches to get that ball. Umpires don't like the big reach across the strike zone move by a catcher, and it might have been a strike, but you're never going to get it.
Well, he's going to get the strikeout no matter what. 2 outs here in the 4th inning. As Parker Thomas has kind of settled things down here for Wright State.
This is what I'm talking about. I mean, that's really close, but umpires, in my life experience, do not like catchers going from one side of the plate and reaching 17 inches to catch something on the inside corner.
2 outs for Neighbors, who flew out to right field. It's called framing.
Oh, I understand it, but
what the catcher does, well, I'm just saying, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
And there's an art to it.
Yeah, there really is. They just, I don't believe umpires like that big of a move.
You thought for a second there that I was trying to teach you something about baseball?
No,
I'm not that stupid. (2-0). Look out. Neighbors has to fall back on his pants to avoid getting hit in the ear hole.
That one will shake some cobwebs loose.
I tell you, Kamaya Davis voted team captain despite being new to the program this year. As that's a strike in the outside corner, 3-1. He's from Carson, California, was at Cal State Northridge last year, but guys love him so much that said, you know, be one of our leaders. So he's one of the captains.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's constantly talking out on the field, making sure everybody's engaged, involved. Coach,
3-2.
Coach McDonald was talking about him to me before this game and said, yeah, he just transferred in 3 months in the program. The team loved him, wanted him as a captain. He goes, I can't tell you how many second base umpires I've had come up and tell me this dude is awesome. I love that second baseman. He's always talking ball, looking around, engaged.
Well, he strikes out here to end the 4th inning. We're going to talk to Dan McDonald, hoping to get to another Super Regional right after this timeout.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
At Planet Fitness, there's a number of ways to get strong, and they all add up to one membership, the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
In your neighborhood, there's a place so good. It's so nice to be at a store meant for me.
80% lean ground beef is just $4.88 a pound.
Athena melons are only 99 cents a pound. Lay's kettle cooked chips or rolled gold pretzels are just $2.88. Tyson chicken is only $6.98.
Welcome to Fairway, your Fairway family.
We hope you enjoy your new vehicle, Brian.
I sure will.
2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Louisville. Wright State, just 1 hit so far against Ethan Eberle. As they get ready to hit here in the bottom of the 4th inning. This is the regional final. Louisville with a win will be on to the Super Regionals for the 10th time in program history. The first time since 2022. And let's bring in Dan McDonald, the head coach of the Cardinals. And coach, the last couple of years it's been a little weird without Louisville in the national tournament, but you guys are back with a vengeance and a chance to get it done here tonight. What has this ride been like, especially since it was a little bumpy at times, especially down the last few weeks?
Yeah, we've talked a lot about the journey this year, you know, and a man who loves the destination is better than a man who loves the journey is better than a man who loves the destination. And we're just trying to enjoy the journey and, you know, playing in the postseason. This is why you work so hard. So trying to keep these guys loose, have fun.
Yeah.
I think we're pressing a little bit. We're squeezing the bat a little bit. We're like trying to force it instead of just relax and play the game.
Hey, Eberle's been really good. He's come on as of late, but man, you've got some really good starting pitching this regional.
Yeah, it's right. The key to baseball is quality starting pitching, and we felt like that the last month when Bivin got moved to a starter. This guy came on really strong the second half of the year. You love to see young guys do that. And then when we got Forbes back, I mean, these 3 guys have really given us a chance every weekend.
Coach, thank you very much. We appreciate your time. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks guys.
I always like talking to Dan McDonald as his pitcher. Ethan Eberle has retired 9 of the 10 he has faced. The only hit he has given up, that bunt single by Will Cook, a former Cardinal, as it happens, last inning.
Yeah, I mean, I love the play of it, too. And he was able to get on base, get the top of the lineup back up. But Eberle has been really good. Fastball's getting ahead, sweeping slider. Really nice overlay of a sequence of pitches playing off of each other.
You know they want to get it done tonight, too.
Yeah, they really do.
You don't want to sit around the hotel all day tomorrow. Who knows what time the game would be. And then face elimination tomorrow night. Try and punch a ticket to the Super Regional tonight here in Music City. Swung out and missed. Did they get a piece of that?
Just the smallest tick.
Yeah, I guess so. 1-2, the count will ride along.
There's that sweeping slider I spoke of.
Oh, just a little bit.
And Klein, just enough to get it off the middle of Klein's glove.
1-2 to Fultz. This is wrapped into right field past the diving Neighbors. Hit number 2 against Eberle. Leadoff man is on here in the 4th for Wright State.
Comes back with that same slider. Fultz has been scorching hot this whole postseason. Horizon League tournament, and then this one. Not the hardest hit ball, but well placed.
It's a 12-game hitting streak now for Patrick Fultz. And here comes Gus Gregory. Gregory grounded out to short his first time up and seemed to come up a little lame on his way to first base. That ended the first inning. Man, you can never count out these Wright State Raiders, I'll tell you. They're down, and they got down early. But they have won 5 straight elimination games in the postseason. 3 in the Horizon League tournament. And 2 here the last couple of days in Nashville. Good move over to first from Eberle.
Yeah, Eberle's a threat to run. 12 for 16. Nobody on. You got Gregory up at the plate, left side. Might not be a bad time to see if you can get Fultz on the move, create a little movement. A little run and hit and run.
Fultz at first, doesn't go, foul back. So it's 2 strikes now to the 3-hole hitter. Check the swing. Yes, he went. First out of the fourth, Gus Gregory will take a seat.
Pitch prior to this is a fastball right in on the hands, and coming off of that fastball, this slider starts right at Gus Gregory's hip, actually probably behind the hip. Catches the bottom of the zone. Matt Klein frames it up. Mike Victor rings it up.
$12 stolen bases for Fultz, and they're keeping close tabs on him. He dives back into the bag. J.P. Peltier at the plate now. Hit it hard his first time up, but he's 0 for 1. Lined out to Lucas Moore in center. This is the third regional finals appearance in program history for Wright State. In 2015, lost to Illinois. And in 2016, lost to Louisville.
This has been a rock-solid program. 7 Horizon League titles, won every Horizon League series this year.
And you can see the 4 seeds playing in the regional finals. Little Rock for the first time. Murray State out of the Missouri Valley Conference has been spoiling the party in Oxford for the Rebels. And here in Nashville, it's been about the Raiders. As Vanderbilt, the #1 national seed, the first ever #1 overall national seed, not to play in a regional final. And that's since the format started in 1999.
Yeah, coming into the tournament, argue that they would be the hottest team in the country. Had won 9 in a row. Had some great walk-off moments in those home games during that series, and then ran through the SEC tournament, winning all 3 games and only giving up 3 runs. Offense had ticked up, but boy, it was ice cold this week.
2-1 put in play. Third base, they'll get the force. Will they get 2? No. Fultz is out at second base. Peltier at first on the fielder's choice. Boston Smith coming up now with 2 down. So there you see the #1 national seeds to fall into the losers bracket. 2 have reached the Super Regional. Florida State in 2003, and in 2019 UCLA. As it was in 2019, Vanderbilt ended up being the national champion, but it's only happened 2 times that the #1 overall seed has fallen into the losers bracket and still moved on to the Supers. Twice Vandy has been the #1 national seed and not been able to get out of the Super Regional round. It was 2007 the first time when David Price was here. And Michigan spoiled the party.
Home run in the top of the 10th off David Price.
Here's Boston Smith and his 26 homers. He could tie this up in 1 quick swing.
Peltier over at first base. Definite threat to run 24-27 bags this year.
Look out, inside. Would they want to be aggressive with him, though, especially with Smith at the plate?
Probably not, but you just never know. This offense needs a little bit of a spark right now. Smith's got a lefty-lefty matchup, tough on any lefty.
Lined right to the third baseman, Jake Monroe, and the inning is over. So Smith is 0 for 2. Peltier is stranded. We played 4. It's still 2-0 Cardinals.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
Fired up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
For 25 years, Greg Young Automotive Group has been your trusted hometown dealer. And now we're giving back. To celebrate, we're giving you a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with every new or used vehicle purchase. With a massive inventory, top dollar for your trade-in, and a commitment to exceptional customer service, it's no wonder why people keep coming back.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Get a taco to go plus a big Q for $2.99.
Taco to go, 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 and a big Q and a big Q. Taco to go, taco to go.
QT, more than a
taco.
Well, don't forget about squeeze play. It's the home for the NCAA Baseball Regionals multi-game whip-around coverage. You know about Red Zone football season. Yeah. This is the college baseball version of that. It's fantastic. Mike Rooney, Chris Burke, Chris Button, Matt Schick, taking you all over the country. Man, we love Nashville. It's great being here this weekend. It's been so much fun. And the weather's been fantastic. I mean, we have had really nice weather for 3 days. Unseasonably cool, and I think the players appreciate that when you're in a tournament setting. As Alisea tries to bunt his way on. Beautiful bunt. Patrick Foltz doesn't have a play. Leadoff bunt single for Louisville. We just saw the Cardinals having a powwow in the dugout before the inning. You could kind of tell that Dan McDonough was looking for these guys to relax, and Alisea comes up and gives them a spark.
Yeah, this is it right here. All right, everybody, close your eyes, deep breath, relax. And he said it when we were talking to him. Feels like they're too tight, grips are too tight, everybody's playing a little bit tight and pressing. He had him in there for about 5 minutes where it's just, all right, deep breath, relax, everything's fine. We're in a good spot right here.
First time in the regional finals since 2022. Finished 10th in the ACC, but had a lot of quad one wins during the regular year, including series wins over North Carolina, Florida State. Florida State's in the Supers. That's going to get away from home plate. Smith has to chase it to the backstop. And now Alisea in scoring position with nobody out.
Looks like it should go down as a pass ball. Tough pitch, but Smith is set up away again. And Thomas cuts that thing all the way, about 2 feet away from where Smith was set up. I'm going to change my mind, Clay, and I'm going to go with a wild pitch.
Yeah, that's what it is. So Lucas Moore with a chance to drive in a run. Lucas Moore 2 for 2, infield single in the first, base hit in the second. Had a home run, 2-run shot against East Tennessee State in this regional. Comebacker. Shift is on though. Arnold, and high throw, safe. Arnold pulled the first baseman Cook off the bag. Alisea goes to third. Runners at the corners and nobody out.
A well-placed shift. Arnold's been solid, just a solid defender. It's a clean hop. The ball just sailed on him. He had time, good footwork, bad throw.
And now you've got the speed of Moore at first base. Pretty good footman at third base too, and Alisea, and that's what Louisville can do. They'll pressure you with their base running as well. Nobody out for the power hitter, Matt Klein. There goes Moore. Boston Smith, no throw. Looked at both bases and decided to hold on to him.
Yeah, that's just a set play that comes from the dugout. First and third, you got 4 plays, and this is one of them where you come up, you look to second, and quickly look to fire to third base if that runner has gotten too far down. And Alisea was not biting, barely moved off of third base.
Ground ball into right field, base hit. Alisea scores. Moore is going to stop at third. Klein to first. And still nobody out as it's now 3-0 Louisville.
Whatever Coach McDonald said and did in that dugout, this offense has opened it back up. Klein gets changeup down in the zone, pulls it through the 43 hole. And right now Louisville is playing station to station. Moore got a pretty decent jump, but with nobody out, why take a risk on getting him thrown out at home plate?
You know, Parker Thomas was pretty good for a couple of innings, but now starting to get touched a little bit. He has struck out 4 in 2 innings. Hadn't given up a hit before this inning. Alisea started it with the bunt single. He has scored. And Klein now with an RBI base hit.
I mean, if you look at it, Clay, he's really been still pretty effective, even though he's given up 2 hits this inning.
Zion Rose, a flare to right. Gilkerson makes the catch, and no way. And Moore is going to try to score on Gilkerson's arm, especially from that shallow real estate. They saw Gilkerson the other day do a number on a base runner at home plate.
That ball was way shallow, but talking about Parker Thomas, you know, okay, you think about it, leading off the inning, it's a bunt. All right, that happens. Then you get an E6, Luke Arnold throws the ball wide. Next ground ball by Klein is just a seeing eye ground ball that goes through the 43 hole. Nothing has been hit hard. So if I'm looking at it, if I'm the pitching coach for Wright State, I'm like, all right, he's still doing all right. I got somebody getting hot. This game can't get away from me.
1 strike to Eddie King. King, the senior, has had a really good tournament. 1 for 2 tonight. And 5 for 10 in the regional. Drove in 2 in the first inning. Vanderbilt has scored 1 here in the 5th. A win tonight, and they're on to the Supers. I said Vanderbilt for some reason. I meant Louisville. Vanderbilt is gone. Louisville is here.
I knew what you meant. I was with you.
With me in spirit.
I was with you in spirit. I knew what you were talking about. I mean, I know we got 2 teams with white jerseys.
You don't see that very often.
I've never seen that.
1-2, runner goes to second. Smith's throw is in time. Got him. And Moore is a statue at third base. Boston Smith for the 2nd time in this regional throwing out a base runner.
Well, this is the other aspect of what you can do. Runners on first and third, you can throw through. Usually you have these sequences where if you got a slow runner on first and a fast runner on third, usually the fast runner on third is taking off as soon as Boston Smith lets that ball go. Lucas Moore did not go. Now, if you got a fast guy on first, they're just trying to steal the bag. Great throw by Smith.
18th base runner thrown out by Boston Smith this year. Somebody's going to get a steal in the draft when they take Boston Smith, I think.
I agree.
3-2 to Eddie King. Blocked up nicely by Smith there, and it's ball 4 to King. So again, runners at the corners as the inning carries on here with 2 outs. See J.J. Thompson starting to loosen up now, left-hander in the bullpen for the Raiders.
This would be another really nice job by the Wright State pitching staff if they're able to get out of this jam. Now we got runners on first and third again. King not a huge threat to run.
Here's Garrett Pike. Garrett Pike was hit by a pitch in the first inning, grounded out to first his other time up. transfer from Toledo, senior right fielder. He's in the DH spot part of the time. Time called at home plate here. It's Mike Fichter again communicating another message about timing or something.
No, that was a little bit of barking coming from the Louisville dugout.
Is that a warning?
No, it was just, I've had enough now, thank you. Let's let it stop.
One ball and one strike to Garrett Pike. And this one is lined to left, sinking and sliding down to make the catch is J.P. Peltier. How about it? There's that outfield defense again for the Raiders, shining and keeping it to a one-run inning.
The Cardinals cannot get the runs in, and here's this outfield defense of Wright State. J.P. Peltier making it done.
Bottom of the fifth, 3-0 Louisville. There's Patrick Forbes. He was amazing on Friday against East Tennessee State. 2 runs over 6 innings, 13 strikeouts, a career high. And then Brennan Cutts came on for a 3-inning save. Starting pitching has been really good for Louisville. Tucker Biven did a nice job last night in his start against Vanderbilt. And tonight, Ethan Eberle is getting it done so far through 4 innings.
Yeah, and Coach McDonald was saying he's still got a lot of good lefties in the bullpen that have not seen action. So Louisville is primed and loaded. And Eberle is just eating up innings right now, keeping them right where they need to be.
Luke Arnold falls it off his front foot. And we saw this for Zion Rose of Louisville earlier, fouled it off his front leg. And now Luke Arnold doing the same, trying to hop this off. Ugh. Arnold, a local product from nearby Lebanon, Ohio, about 40 minutes south of Wright State's campus.
If you don't have a shin guard, I'm borrowing one right now. Finding somebody else who's got one. I'm trying to protect the inside part of my calf.
Good numbers for the shortstop. Wright State down 3 now, after Louisville tacked one on in the top of the 5th. And again, it's do or die here now for Wright State, and it's been that way for a long time, it seems like, for the Raiders. They've won 5 straight elimination games in the postseason. And it's ball 4, walked him. Leadoff man is on in the 5th. Well, all ACC after the game tonight. Talk about the baseball regionals coming up after we're finished here in Nashville. Highlights, analysis, and plenty of reaction coming up right here on the ACC Network and the ESPN app. Dan McDonald hoping that the Cardinals are celebrating a super regional berth here in Nashville tonight. But Wright State's in business now in the 5th inning. Leadoff man is on. Arnold at first base, and here's Cam Gilkerson hitting in the 7 hole. But even though he's in the 7 hole, he's got 13 home runs.
Yeah, it brings a lot of power, lengthens this lineup. It's a really solid year.
Eberle gets him to pop it up, but it's going to be out of play. Cam Gilkerson had a 9-for-13 series against Youngstown State earlier this month. Well, it's June now, so last month. But gives you an idea of what he is capable of in a short amount of time. And even though he's at the bottom or near the bottom of the order, he is productive. Holds up. Ball and a strike to Gilkerson. Arnold at first base. And another foul ball. You know, you think about a program like Wright State, and you've got freshmen like Hunter Warren and Cam Gilkerson. Some of the other young promising players like Conlon Daniel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a struggle, though, to protect those guys. You know, with this transfer portal landscape in college baseball now, all of the mid-major programs have that issue.
Yeah, they really do. And, I mean, it could be exciting to have these 3 guys around for a long time. This ball will get up onto the net right on top of our roof. But you know what? I always kind of look at it going, you know, I want my guys to get better. So I want them to go travel. They traveled to Auburn. They went to Ole Miss. I want to do that. But the hindsight of it is they're going to see my freshmen that can play, and I'm going to lose them. So do I do that and get my players better and give them a show?
Swung on and missed, struck him out. Ethan Eberle in a battle there with Gilkerson, who fouled off several pitches. Eberle finally gets him for the first out.
Well, second time he's got Gilkerson on this same pitch. I mean, it's almost identical to what he struck him out on in the 3rd inning. Sweeping slider, diving away. Gilkerson doing everything he can just to get a piece of that ball.
7 strikeouts now for Eberle as Daniel comes up. Going back to what we were saying, though, I get your point, because you don't want to showcase your guys unnecessarily, but you also want them to face the competition that is going to help them get better, help your program get better. But
well, the landscape we're in now, you know, if they go play somewhere good in the summer, college coaches aren't going to Atlanta, aren't going to see high school kids in travel ball anymore. They are going to the Cape. They are going to Virginia. They're going to all the summer college leagues and watching guys in the mid-majors that can play and trying to just continue to build their roster.
Daniel struck out in the 3rd. 2-0 pitch. Caught the inside corner, 2-1. Ethan Eberle, 5-2 on the year. Started the year in the bullpen for the Louisville Cardinals. And getting a big start here tonight in the national tournament.
He's got a little bit of a Brandy Johnson in him. I mean, obviously he's not 6'10", but same low slot, same sweeping slider.
3-1. Gets a ground ball. Alisea to second for 1. Not in time for the double play. Daniel beat it out, but they get the force. And there are 2 outs for Will Cook.
That was a pretty good turn. This is a pretty well set up double play ball, sinker down and away. And look how fast Daniel gets down this line. He is not getting doubled up. That's a clean turn. And they had no chance of getting Daniel.
Will Cook got the first hit of the night against Eberly for Wright State, an infield bunt single.
And look what Wright State did. They moved Monroe much closer, giving him the ability to get to this bunt if Will Cook will do it again.
First year at Wright State, had a terrific season at John A. Logan College last year. Was wearing a Cardinal uniform a couple of years ago, was an opening day starter at Louisville. Been out at Wright State and trying to help the Raiders force another date with Louisville tomorrow night. Trailing 3-0, 2 outs here in the 5th. The 0-1 pitch. One from Eberly. And now it's 1-2 after it's fouled off. Well, Luke Arnold led off the inning with a leadoff walk, and generally speaking, that comes back to haunt a pitcher. But Eberly was one pitch away from working out of this situation.
Yeah, he has thrown really well. Run into the 9-hole, Will Cook. Fastballs in, sliders away. Doing just enough to keep Conlon Daniel close, who's got 14 bags. It's just tough right now to take a risk on an out with the 9-hole guy up and you're chasing 3 runs.
An out time call. Will Cook goes over to talk to Jordan Cairo, the third base coach. Well, Hattiesburg has been interesting. That is the bracket that matches up with this one in the Super Regional round. And you can see that tonight Miami and Southern Miss are matching up. Southern Miss has to beat Miami twice, and right now the Golden Eagles are winning 12-5 in the 8th inning. So it looks like that's going to Monday night. Just missed inside. Eberly thought he had strike 3.
Really good pitch. I don't know if this thing caught any part of the plate. It kind of wrapped behind it. Well, it's got to cross the plate. It wrapped behind it. Klein did a nice job of framing it up.
Swung on and missed. Got the strikeout anyway. 2 strikeouts in the inning. A leadoff walk, but no harm, no foul. We have played 5 in Music City. And Louisville getting closer to punching a ticket to the Super Regionals for the 10th time in program history.
This Friday, the John Wick franchise keeps fighting. Rated R.
Sunshine came softly through our window today. When you've made your mind up forever to be mine.
Savory, juicy, and hold up. It's got Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Nice. Crispy, zesty, ranchy perfection. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
We can't get enough of the WNBA.
Dallas Wings select Paige Beckers.
With more stars and more heat than ever.
Ridiculous!
The WNBA on ESPN.
All right, so J.J. Thompson, left-handed reliever, was on the mound for the last out of the Horizon League title game against Milwaukee. And what's his reward? Just gets clobbered dogpiled. He's at the bottom of that pile. I never really understood that. Congratulations. Now we're just going to smash you.
Thanks for all you did, dogpile.
But he obviously came out of it okay. And he's going to take the mound here in relief. Third pitcher to work tonight. Look at Wright State, what they have done in the postseason this year. These were elimination games. Beat Northern Kentucky, Milwaukee twice to win the Horizon League title. East Tennessee State yesterday, and Vanderbilt earlier today, 5-4.
Yeah, I said it earlier, they have won every Horizon League series. They are really good coming off losses. They are comfortable in their own skin. J.J. Thompson got a third of an inning against East Tennessee State on Saturday. Didn't fare very well, a couple of home runs given up, but he's back at it. Fastball's live. It's a live arm, 87-90, cutter, slider, curveball, and changeup.
You know, if I would have been him, and he came off the mound and he just looked like, all right, let's shake hands, let's do some high fives. No, they just came piling out of that dugout and just piled all over him.
Oh, and there was just no care. It was just knocked him down and let's go. It's a dog pile.
No care for his health and welfare.
He's a freshman. He'll be fine.
So Thompson faced 4 batters yesterday against East Tennessee State, allowed 2 solo homers, and just recorded 1 out. And try to do better here tonight against Jake Monroe, Tate Davis, Kamayu Neighbors in the 6th inning. And this one is hammered to left. Coming over is Peltier. He lays out, won't get it. Bounces off the wall. Going to second is Monroe. He's not stopping there. He's churning for third, and he's in sliding. Leadoff triple in the 6th inning. Jake Monroe, power and speed on display. That's his 4th triple, and the team's 19th this year.
Ahead 0-2 and throws a fastball right down the middle of the plate. Monroe had been struggling in this regional, but boy, he smashes this ball to left. Great effort in left by Peltier, but ended up resulting in an extra 90 feet when he laid out for that line drive.
Louisville scored 2 in the first, 1 last inning, and would love to add to their lead here as we're now in the 6th. Believe it or not, that's the first triple we have seen in the regional this weekend.
We have seen a lot of extra base hits.
We have, but not a triple until now. It's upstairs. Tate Davis can't catch up to it. 1-2. Tate Davis hit into a double play in the first, struck out in the 4th. Little comebacker. J.J. Thompson looks the runner to third, throws to first, and there's 1 down.
Thompson came onto campus at Wright State as a 2-way player, outfielder. Great arm. You can see the athleticism. Boy, he's got hopped off the mound. Took a quick look down to third base, spun and made a good throw.
Neighbors is over 2 with a strikeout. And that bunt is pushed foul. A little safety squeeze there.
Yes, it was. Good call. Trying to push bunt. Get it by J.J. Thompson, who's going to fall off to the third base side just due to being a left-handed pitcher. The Neighbors trying to push that bunt towards second base.
Fly ball, short right field, long run for Gilkerson. And nobody's going to get it. Gilkerson lays out, comes up empty, into second base is Neighbors. Monroe crosses home plate with the 4th run.
Louisville's had a couple of these balls that have fallen into the Bermuda Triangle. Gilkerson is calling it off. Looked like Hunter Warren was in a better position to catch it, but when the right fielder calls you off, you back off. Warren did. And Gilkerson could not quite get it. My dad had me when I grew up, said, if you call it, you better catch it.
I think that is the right fielder's call there.
It is his call, but Warren was closer to the ball and had a better look at it.
Yeah.
It was going to give, if Gilkerson was able to stay on his feet, he was going to be able to make a very clean and good throw to home plate. Warren would have had a little bit more of a problem with it.
Runner goes to third. Boston Smith juggles it, and Neighbors is safe. I'll tell you what, that's a big run that just scored moments ago here in the 6th inning. And now there's another one potentially 90 feet away.
Yeah, now this situation that I talked about, when there's 2 outs and a runner on second base, don't pay him much attention. When there's 1 out, you better pay him a lot of attention, because that 90 feet, a fly ball to the outfield will score this run.
Alicea tried to hold up. That's going to be a strike.
Kind of curious right now, Wright State down 4-0. They got the infield back with 1 out. Alicea has not hit a lot of balls hard. You got a lefty-lefty matchup. I'm bringing the infield in. I'm trying to take away this run.
Oh, they throw to third. Did they get him? Yes. Neighbors was getting too aggressive there off the base, and they made him pay. That's the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, this is a set play. Fultz is getting away from the bag. Thompson turns and spins knowing Fultz is going to be there. Neighbors was creeping off. It's one of those things, Clay, where I never let, oh, great tag by Fultz, but I never let my runners at third base get any further away than the third baseman was from the bag. That's your lead. Wherever he's at, this is your lead's the same distance.
Now, Alicea draws a walk to keep the inning going with 2 outs. And it's back to the top of the order in Lucas Moore. That's a run that's just sitting there waiting for you to score.
Yeah,
less than 2 outs, 90 feet away. You've got great speed there. Anything to the outfield or anything to the right side is another run.
Yeah, just Neighbors getting too aggressive. Might have been a squeeze coming on. Hard to say why he was walking off that base when Fultz, the third baseman, is too close, and obviously that just showed why.
Here's Lucas Moore. He's been on 3 times, couple of base hits, and reached on an error. Thompson's going to throw to first. Louisville has had very little problem scoring runs this year, that's for sure. 10 times. 10 runs or more 23 times, I should say. And they've had double-digit hits in 31 of 59 games. They've got 9 hits right now. And they got 2 runs on the board right away in the first. And they've been playing from in front ever since.
It's a very dynamic offense. 8.2 runs a game. Top 39 nationally ranked.
Travis Farrick, the pitching coach, comes out. 4-run lead, but Louisville had opportunities for more in the first inning. They left runners on in the 5th. We just saw Neighbors thrown out, leaking away from third base, and
yeah,
you know, it could be 5, 6, 7 nothing. And Wright State hanging around here. And you can see the bullpen active again for the Raiders. As J.J. Thompson has a little meeting with his pitching coach on the mound. Situational hitting for Louisville. Leadoff man has been on 3 times. 5 for 12 with runners on. 3 for 10 with runners in scoring position. That's what really plagued Vanderbilt throughout this regional. Just couldn't get the big hit with runners in scoring position.
And Coach McDonald before the game was talking about that. Where they did not play their best game last night against Vanderbilt. Had some errors, some base running gaffes. Right now, a couple more base running gaffes and untimely hitting.
Strike to Moore. With 2 outs here in the inning, 2-2. So Texas getting very close to getting knocked out. The number 2 national seed. UTSA has a 7-2 lead, needing 3 more outs to knock out the Longhorns. Swung on and missed, and the inning is over. Moore strikes out, and Louisville will have to settle for 1. That could end up being big.
This Friday, the greatest action franchise reloads. Rated R.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
It's all happening too fast.
What, you nervous about the wedding?
No, it's the house, dude. We got approved.
Bro, don't stress. This house, it's the one.
Speaking of the one, caterer. We need a caterer.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3. Woo!
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody. Yeah, we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this. Come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
Time for our Capital One rewarding performance. Ethan Eberle ready to pitch into the 6th inning. He's got a shutout going. He has allowed 2 hits through 5, and he continues a string of beautiful starting pitching for the Cardinals here in Nashville. The 3 starters here in this regional, 15 2/3, 3 earned runs allowed, just 6 hits, and 26 strikeouts.
Yeah, these guys have been absolutely dominant. That man right there, just electric stuff. And you got to love what Eberle's bringing to all this with this sweeping slider, good location on 2-seam fastballs.
Patrick Forbes on Friday, Tucker Biven on Saturday, and Ethan Eberle, just a freshman, getting her done tonight. Hunter Warren, Patrick Fultz, Gus Gregory. 1, 2, and 3 to hit. Here in the 6th inning is Wright State, which has not had a problem finding offense in this tournament up to now, has really had a problem with Eberle. Warren struck out in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd.
Got to feel like if they're going to get something started, and they've done a great job of hanging around. Louisville's had pressure on them the whole game.
Struck him out. Eberle does it again.
It's just nasty stuff. Sweeping slider, back foot breaking ball. Big first out here in the bottom of the 6th.
That ties a career high, his 9th strikeout. He's had at least 1 every inning.
If these guys get to a super, they're going to be dangerous with these 3 guys going in a weekend.
Well, and that's what it kind of comes down to at this time of year. You got to have good starting pitching and a couple of key arms out of the bullpen.
Yeah, Coach McDonald feels like he's got a couple lefties down the bullpen he hasn't used yet.
Patrick Fultz, a single in 2 trips. Fouls it off his front foot. Well, if the Raiders are going to get something going, this is the guy likely to get it started.
Yeah, Folt's been swinging a hot bat. Having a great tournament so far here.
He's their unofficial captain. That's what Alex Sogard says. Yeah, they don't have captains per se, but unofficially it's Foltz. The 1-1 pitch. Couldn't hold up. 1-2, and is it just me, or is Eberle getting better as this thing rolls on?
Yeah, he's finding the zone a little bit more often. I'm sure there were some nerves coming into the early innings, but he is settled in. Just a great mix of fastballs and sweeping sliders.
Well, that's fouled off the catcher's mask. Matt Klein doesn't need any more injuries. Now he's looking at the paint job.
Mike Victor's gonna clean off home plate, give him a breather. Ball straight off the mask. Klein's like, I'm all right. Victor's going, no, I'm still gonna clean off home plate, go get the baseball. Let you clear the cobwebs out.
1-2 to Foltz. Inside.
Eberle's got just enough wildness too. You know, because he misses arm side. You got 5 lefties in this Wright State lineup that are getting peppered with two-seam fastballs in.
You know, not a bad Louisville crowd here. Just a short drive from Nashville, and you know they've turned out here tonight. You know, not the packed house that we anticipated.
Yeah.
Had Vandy been in the region final, but good atmosphere here tonight in Music City. 1 out. 3-2 pitch. Struck him out. Back-to-back Ks in the 6th for Eberle, and now he is in double digits.
He's just raring back and firing. Great breathing program that he starts his whole setup with. Comes set and then lets it fly. Tends to miss arm side, which has been fastballs into these left-handed hitters. And then that nasty slider coming off of that is just giving this Wright State team fits.
Pinch hitter for Wright State. This is Nate Manley, a sophomore, backup catcher. And the lights have gone out at Hawkins Field. How about that? We're going to get a stop here that they quickly come back on. And we understand that the lights here are on a timer. They go off at 10 o'clock exactly, and we just hit 10 o'clock local time. And that's when the lights went out in Nashville.
What about the timing of that? I mean, a split second earlier, and Klein's probably getting hit.
Yeah, it's fortunate, isn't it?
Wow. I haven't seen that one either, Clay. So I got white jerseys on both teams, and the light shut off at 10 o'clock.
And they're going to count that pitch. And it was outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And we're back at it. There's a strike. Well, I haven't seen that before.
I mean, like I said, the pitch landed before the lights went out. He made his call. Man, that could have been scary.
So Manley hitting for Gregory, the DH, in the 3-hole. 2 outs. And now 1-2. So Alex Sogard just sending somebody else up there, trying to spark this Wright State offense. Just 2 hits tonight against Ethan Eberle. And he has retired 3 in a row via the strikeout.
Well, you remember Gregory was come up limping earlier on. Ethan Eberle punched out the side. Fastball up. Gets Manley. Lights out.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
At Planet Fitness, there's There's a number of ways to get strong, and they all add up to one membership, the Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness.
For 25 years, Greg Young Automotive Group has been your trusted hometown dealer. And now we're giving back. To celebrate, we're giving you a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with every new or used vehicle purchase. With a massive inventory, top dollar for your trade-in, and a commitment to exceptional customer service, it's no wonder why people keep coming back.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
In your neighborhood, there's a place so good. It's so nice to be at a store meant for me.
All natural chicken hindquarters are just 99 cents a pound. Deli shaved ham is only $4.98 a pound. Capri Sun or Kool-Aid Jammers are just $2.48. Sara Lee buttered bread is 2 for only $5.
Welcome to Fairway, your Fairway family.
We go to the 7th inning. 4-0 Louisville, but the Cardinals have had chances for more runs.
Yeah, bases loaded in the first right there. Double play, 1-2 to 3. Here's Peltier throwing out a runner with less than 2 outs at third base. 5th inning. Laser out to left. Peltier again. Keeps him off the board. And then Neighbors getting picked off at third base by the left-handed Thompson. And that was with 1 out.
Thompson still on the mound here in the 7th. Matt Klein leads it off. Be followed by Zion Rose and Eddie King. 2, 3, and 4 in the Cardinals order. 4 runs, 9 hits. J.J. Thompson still on the mound, and this one is hit hard. Here's Peltier again, loping in to make the catch. First out of the 7th. So there you see the Cardinals, 6 left on, 1 caught stealing, picked off once.
And then the throw out from left field. Got all sorts of things going wrong. I mean, this is a great base running team. And tonight, not so much.
First pitch to Zion Rose upstairs. You know, even Max said last night when we talked to Dan McDonnell, he said, you know, it wasn't a perfect game. We committed 3 errors in the field, but to get that win over Vanderbilt, that was huge. Sometimes the wins aren't pretty, not perfect. I think you might be shaping this one that same way. I mean, things have not been perfect for Louisville, but they've got a nice lead here in the 7th inning, and they're getting very close to punching a ticket to the Super Regional round.
Well, I mean, this game is so picky. You look at Wright State, probably played their best game of this regional on Friday against Vanderbilt, and they end up losing it in the 8th inning. And then last night, Louisville makes a mess defensively. They probably could have had 5 errors. They had 3. And then tonight, the base running gaffes.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung out and missed. Got him. Rose goes down. Strikeout for J.J. Thompson, as Wright State absolutely needs to keep this a 4-run deficit.
Well, Rose has not been quite the same since he hit that ball off of his leg. This is just an emergency hack trying to get this fastball that's cutting in on him.
And this is King. He's behind in the count. Chet Lack started. Left-hander lasted 2 innings, gave up a couple of runs right away in the first, and then they brought in Parker Thomas. And he did just fine for a few innings, and now J.J. Thompson here in his 2nd inning. One, 2 to King.
Luck to like Thompson is settled in here. Talked about how rough his day was yesterday against East Tennessee State. Started this game off giving up a triple in the 6th. Finds a way to get out of the jam, only giving up 1. Quickly got the first 2 guys out here. Well, he's taking his time, long walk around the mound. I love that, gathering himself. What's the next pitch? Step up, let's go.
2-2. Didn't mean to. I think that hit the knob of the bat. Well, our 5th national seed has gone down. The 2 seed overall, Texas, knocked out by UTSA on the Longhorns' home field. Dish Volk, 7-4 the final. So the number 1 national seed overall, the number 2 seed overall, Texas, also gone. Scalded into right field. So Eddie King with a 2-out base hit. Just the 2nd time in history that the 1 and the 2 seeds overall have failed to get out of the regional round.
Unbelievable, it really is.
And especially how good Texas was for the first 2 months of the season. They looked practically unbeatable. Some people wanted to hand them the national trophy right there, you know, in mid-April, but here we go.
Here we go. College baseball at its finest. Never know what can happen on any given night.
The Roadrunners actually beat Texas earlier this season, back in March at Dish Volk. And so they go 3-0 against Texas in Austin this year.
I caught a little bit of smack talking on social media last night when we got back up to the room, and it was UTSA talking about Texas and big brother, little brother stuff. And it was like, oof, all right.
You don't want to put a stick in the cage. And it never looks good punching down anyway. You know, when you're the big brother, so to speak, and you're punching down at the...
No, it was going the other way.
Oh,
it was punching up. Yeah, after they had beat them last night, it was punching up. Yeah, it was pretty good.
This is popped out of play. So 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Garrett Pike. Louisville has a nice lead. It's 4-0, but never comfortable this time of year.
Man, I'll tell you what, this Wright State team has been very, very offensive all year. They are in the top nationally in every offensive category.
Strike 3. And Garrett Pike doesn't like it. He's going to have a word with Mike Fichter. He's falling on deaf ears. And we're halfway through the 7th. Stretch time here in Nashville. It is still 4-0 Louisville, getting closer to a super regional round.
When businesses thrive, so do our communities.
My name is Oscar Zavaleta. I'm the principal for the Montes Group. I just knew that I wanted to be the person that made the decisions. Without Bank of America, the growth of our company would have been difficult. The way I look at it is Bank of America is one of my partners.
Unlock new possibilities for your business and community. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Contact one of our local business specialists at bankofamerica.com/localbusiness.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello.
Maybe it's your drive up that's ready when you are. Just tap Target.
Mmm, savory, juicy, and hold up. It's got Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Nice. Crispy, zesty, ranchy perfection. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
Fire it up. The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Well, now Alex Sogard, the head coach of Wright State, having a powwow with his team. We saw Dan McDonald do this about 4 innings ago with Louisville, and it seemed to pay off. And now Sogard hoping to get similar results, as J.P. Peltier will lead it off here in the 7th inning. Wright State trailing 4-0. Raiders trying to keep their season going, force another game with Louisville tomorrow night. Wright State does not have a comeback win after 7 this year. 0-13.
That's hard to believe.
Yeah, especially from what we've seen the last few days.
Yeah, but I like that. Sogard's probably saying, look, man, we've done this all year long. Our offense has been here all year long. Let's get it going. Relax. Get on base. Let's get something started. Next man up. Let's get this guy out of the game. Let's get into their bullpen.
Ethan Eberle pitching into the 7th, looking for his 6th win of the year. Patrick Forbes, Tucker Biven, Ethan Eberle. Quality starts, all 3 here in the regional round. Hit high, hit deep, right center, but this time of night, ball doesn't carry as well here in Nashville, and Peltier hits it loudly off the bat, but he's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, pretty good swing. I mean, if this is a daytime, a couple of our games early on, winds gusting out to right field, that probably has a real good chance of getting out. It's cooled off a little bit. Air's a little heavy. Not tonight.
But now here's a guy who can cut through that heavy air. Boston Smith, 26 home runs, tied for the most in the country. Cincinnati transfer. Stocky, 5'10" catcher. Has a beautiful left-handed uppercut swing. He has homered all 3 games for the Raiders.
Yeah, Eberle's been giving him fits with sliders away. Squared one up in the 4th inning, line drive to third base on a fastball away. But has been just absolutely lethal on anything that you leave inner half of the plate.
Eberle's pitch. Again inside. Smith has set a program record, a conference record for homers this season. He's the all-time leader in homers for a career at Wright State. Inside, walked him. So a 1-out walk to Boston Smith for Eberle. It's the 2nd walk that he has allowed. Here's the pitch sequence.
It just slider wide. Now you're trying to get back into it and just land a slider to get back into the at-bat. And that has been Eberle's arm side miss that he has been, it's been effective tonight. I don't think that's his intention to necessarily be spraying inside on every one of the lefties, but it is set up perfectly with that slider. Right here, I'm kind of looking at it, your pitch number 98. I got a couple guys Coach McDonald has talked about. He's got some really good arms in the bullpen that he has not used. This is probably my last hitter if I'm a pitching coach for Louisville.
Arnold lashes it foul over the top of the dugout.
I think that might have hit him.
Yeah.
That might have hit him if he would have let that ball continue in.
And now you see the bullpen for Louisville. A couple of arms warming up, a righty and a lefty. Schweitzer and Danielewicz. We have seen both of them in this regional. One and one the count on Luke Arnold, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. Wright State looking for base runners here in the 7th. Boston Smith is aboard. And again, this is a deep lineup. There's power at the bottom of this Wright State lineup. Gilkerson's on deck. He has 13 homers.
what's gone on right now with Eberle is just trying to nibble at the outside corner, just missing. Lock in, try to catch a little bit of plate. You don't want to walk Arnold right there. A good job of landing breaking ball in a 2-1 count. I love this. Watch this routine right here. It gets the sign. Stop, hold, deep breath, let it out, turn your head, go home. It's a really solid routine to get your breathing in a good pattern, get you focused. Right when you take that deep breath, your head starts turning towards the plate. You got laser focus, and you got Matt Klein behind the plate giving you a fist pump going, let's go.
3-2 pitch inside, and he walked him. Back-to-back walks, and the first time that the Raiders have had a runner in scoring position tonight as Smith trots down to second. First and second, one down.
And Matt Klein's going out, probably going to buy a little bit of time. They go with the 3-2 slider. In hindsight, not a big fan of that pitch right there. You got a 4-run lead. You don't want to walk him. It's time to challenge him. But it's not my call. It's going to end the day for Eberle.
Dan McDonald just gave Eberle a little pat. And a pitching change as Wyatt Danielewicz, junior left-hander, makes his way to the mound here in Nashville. There's Eberle's line. No runs, couple of hits, 6 1/3, but he has left 2 for Danielewicz.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Mmm, savory, juicy, and hold up. It's got Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Nice. Crispy, zesty, ranchy perfection. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
Summer's here, and with the new Toyota, you can do all the things that make summer, summer. Take a Grand Highlander and go root for the home team. Send newlyweds off in a Camry. Congrats. Thanks. Or catch some waves with a RAV4. Still got it.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Your summer starts here. That limbo.
Toyota, let's go places.
Let's go! The Rob Dwalishvili, the Sugar Show! Juliana Pena!
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison!
I will be champion.
Well, revelry on Broadway in Nashville, as there always is on the weekends, but no Vandy fans celebrating tonight. Here the Super Regional tickets punch. Coastal Carolina, Duke, Florida State from the ACC. West Virginia and UTSA, that's a stunner.
That is a stunner.
They go into the Austin Regional, knock out the Longhorns tonight. They had never won a national tournament game, but they're going to the Super Regionals. And for more information on the road to Omaha, go to ncaa.com.
We got some top seeds going down. This is going to be entertaining these next couple days, next weekend. And we got some entertainment going on right here.
Danielewicz is on, the left-hander, in that 3-2 win over Vanderbilt yesterday. 1 inning. Didn't allow a run, struck out 1, threw just 15 pitches, so he would be ready to go tonight.
Yeah, this is the back-end bullpen for Louisville. 1 out, 7th inning. You bring in your dudes. 0-1, 2.57. This guy's been getting it done at a great level. Lefties hit 184, righties hit 175. He is a lockdown reliever.
But he inherits a tough situation. There you see the base runners. Boston Smith at second, Arnold at first, 1 out. And Cam Gilkerson, a very capable power bat at the plate. Strike in the outside corner. 1-2.
Nice tight short little slider, catches the outside corner.
Daniel Levitch in out of the bullpen, as Eberle was terrific as the starter. 3 excellent starts, 3 days in a row for the Cardinals.
Yeah, coming up, so you got Gilkerson as a lefty. He's hitting way different versus lefties. He's hitting 217.
Swung on and missed, got him. 2 outs. Tied up Gilkerson down and in.
Nice tight slider. Does not get it away. Gilkerson just in a defense mode.
Eberle. Ethan Eberle looking on now, and he is the biggest cheerleader.
Yeah, those are my runs out there, man. Come on. Bail me out of this jam.
First pitch swinging is Conlon Daniel. He fouls it off. Daniel is 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out his first time up, reached on a fielder's choice. Another foul ball, 0-2, and Daniel Levitch has been pounding the strike zone out of the bullpen. That'll tickle Roger Williams' heart.
Yeah, well, you know what, when you got a guy like this, the back end of the bullpen, this is why they brought him into this spot. Got a jam going on, you need a strike thrower, you need a guy with some deception. That move right there, I think Daniel Levitch didn't like the pitch, and he's just like, all right, only way I can disengage is to throw it over to second base.
1-2. First NCAA tournament appearance for Louisville since losing to Texas A&M in the 2022 Super Regionals. Cards have come back, and they're back in a big way. A chance to get onto the Super Regionals again here in 25. Runners go. Pitch down, and no throw from the catcher, Matt Klein. So a double steal. And now base hit would play 2. Can Conlon Daniel deliver? He has been really good this year for Alex Sogard's club.
And this is the time to do it. Open base. Lefty-righty matchup. A very aggressive Wright State, taking 2 bags right there.
Chopper over the mound, snared, throw to first on a dime by Daniel Levitch. How about that play from the left-hander? And so Wright State threatens, can't score in the 7th. We head to the 8th as Louisville is starting to sniff a Super Regional berth.
What a great play. Cat-like quickness by Daniel Levitch to get out of the jam.
I can order contacts in 5 minutes and get them the next day.
Ma'am.
Wow!
Right now, you can save 20% on your first order, plus fast free shipping right to your door. Ooh, savory, juicy, and hold up. It's got Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Nice. Crispy, zesty, ranchy perfection. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
When businesses thrive, so do our communities.
My name is Oscar Zavaleta. I'm the principal for the Montes Group. I just knew that I wanted to be the person that made the decisions. Without Bank of America, the growth of our company would have been difficult. The way I look at it is Bank of America is one of my partners.
Unlock new possibilities for your business and community. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Contact one of our local business specialists at bankofamerica.com/localbusiness.
The NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. What's in your wallet? Here in Nashville, Tennessee, we're at Hawkins Field on the campus of Vanderbilt University. He's Greg Olson, Auburn Hall of Famer. I'm Clay Matvick, and it has been a great weekend here in Music City. And Louisville now hitting in the 8th inning, leading 4-0. And the leadoff man just got hit. Jake Monroe wore that. J.J. Thompson rode it in a little bit too far. And so Louisville has a base runner here to start the 8th inning. Didn't hit him by much.
Tell you what, the only guy that can hear that little click is home plate upper Mike Victor. He came right up right away and sent Monroe down to first base. But I didn't see anything right there.
Chopped over the bag at first and into short right field. They're not going to have a throw. Boy, Tank Davis placed that perfectly over the first baseman, Will Cook. And now first and second and nobody out as Louisville's looking for insurance.
Baltimore chop right over Cook, and then he's not able to get back to the bag. Nice job by Warren to keep it from going all the way down the line. But there's just nobody for Warren to throw it to. Cook made that move to get back over his head and could not get back to the bag.
Here's Kamayu Neighbors. Had an RBI double his last time up. And gets the bunt down, but it rolls foul. So a win tonight for Louisville. They're in the Super Regionals. Wright State hoping for a comeback late. And another game tomorrow night against the Cardinals.
Neighbors leads this Louisville team in sacrifice bunts with 9. You see Boston Smith behind the plate setting up this bunt defense. Try to get this force out at third base. And you try to get the bunt down to third base. You want to get the third baseman engaged, make him have his only play be to first base.
Two on, nobody out. Thompson, he's going to throw to second again. Well, we have seen some missed opportunities for Louisville here in this ballgame. We talked about it. It could be a bigger lead. Here's another chance to pad the lead with 2 on and nobody out. Now Travis Farrick is going to make another slow walk out to the mound. The pitching coach in his first year with the Raiders has done a great job. Team ERA is down 2 runs from last year. What's the message here to Thompson?
This is just setting up the bunt defense, exactly what they're going to do. We need this out at third base. They're making sure that Thompson is getting off the mound. He has to cover the third base line. And if he can get there quick enough, there should be a play. They do not want Fultz to come up and get this bunt. They want to keep him at home. So he's telling me, you got to bounce off this mound. You can't come straight in at the plate because Will Cook's got that side of the field. They need Thompson to get straight over to the third base line and try to get this force out, this lead out at first base.
One ball and 1 strike to the 8-hole hitter. Second baseman Kamayu Neighbors. And here come the corners in. Bunt is down. It's a beauty. The throw from Cook to the second baseman Warren covering, and they get the out. But the job is done. Neighbors sacrificing Monroe and Davis, both in scoring position now.
Okay, so I was talking about a whole different bunt defense. This one, Wright State goes with what they call the wheel play. Shortstop takes off early. Thompson throws a strike. They're still trying to get that bunt. You can see Arnold taking off with a runner. They're trying to get that force out at third, but just too good of a bunt by Neighbors.
Man, that was well handled. And now Alisea, who also can really handle the bat, has a couple of hits here tonight, including a bunt single. It's been on 3 times, including a walk.
I'm not going to be surprised if we see a squeeze right here. Alisea not batted from the right side in this tournament due to his thumb injury, so he's got a tough lefty-lefty matchup. So much for what I know.
Yeah, 2 strikes now. Probably won't see it. The 1-2 pitch to Alex Alisea. That stays high, counts even. You can see that the outfield too is medium deep. We've seen 3 outfield assists from the Raiders this weekend. Down and away, and now it's a full count, and you've got first base open, but the top of the order coming up here for Louisville.
Well, they're going to challenge him right here. I got to believe it's going to be that same sweeping slider. You got to get soft contact into the infield. Give your infielders a chance for a play at the plate.
Line drive, base hit, left center. Monroe scores. Here comes Davis. 2-run hit for Alex Alisea. And it's now 6-0 Cardinals. That's a big blow.
That's the end of the day for J.J. Thompson. Just a great piece of hitting. And this is why he was not squeezing. Clutch single to left center. Scores those 2 big runs. Takes the lead up to 6.
And going to be a pitching change as Alex Silgard comes out. Call to the bullpen. How about Alisea? His 3rd hit tonight, and he says yes. Louisville feeling it now, getting closer to a super regional berth.
This Friday, the greatest action franchise reloads. Rated R.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Mmm, savory, juicy, and hold up. It's got Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Nice. Crispy, zesty, ranchy perfection. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
For 25 years, Greg Young Automotive Group has been your trusted hometown dealer. And now we're giving back. To celebrate, we're giving you a 5-year complimentary maintenance package with every new or used vehicle purchase. With a massive inventory, top dollar for your trade-in, and a commitment to exceptional customer service, it's no wonder why people keep coming back.
Greg Young, we go the extra mile for you.
Well, this inning started with a hit by pitch. Jake Monroe led off the inning. In all 4 innings that Louisville has had the leadoff man on, he has scored, including this inning. And so J.J. Thompson is out. Here comes Malachi Paplinas, who's 1-1. This will be his 20th appearance as the Raiders try to douse the fire here and keep this within arm's reach. And you kind of get the sense now that Louisville has pulled away to a point where it's going to be really hard for the Raiders to pull out of this hole.
Yeah, I totally agree. You got the back end of this good Louisville bullpen trying to find these last 6 outs.
Top of the order here, Lucas Moore. He's been on 3 times, couple of base hits, reached on an error. Louisville Cardinals trying for their 10th Super Regional, trying to avoid another game with pesky Wright State. That would happen tomorrow. I tell you, Louisville not hating Music City. The Cards' last NCAA tournament appearance here in Nashville, 2013, in the Supers. Upset Vandy that year. And so far, this has been a pretty good experience for Dan McDonald's team.
Yeah, they have played really well. I mean, they've been able to fight off a couple of miscues here and there and a couple different aspects of their game. But that man right there knows how hard this game is. And getting a couple wins these last couple of nights are huge.
Lofted down the line, coming over to the corner and making the catch is J.P. Peltier. Hustles it back in. And holds Ollie Say at first base. So Moore gave it a ride to the corner, but he's the second out. So this bracket here in Nashville paired up with the Hattiesburg Regional for the Super Regional round next week. Southern Miss has forced another game with Miami tomorrow. 17-6 was the final. Southern Miss beat the Hurricanes. But that's going to a Game 7 in that regional. But it's interesting because Louisville, if they can hang on and win this here, regardless, it's been a great weekend. But if Miami is to be the victor there, Louisville's got a chance to host next week.
Yeah, there's a lot in play right here. Miami wins this game. This Super Regional will be played in Louisville. Southern Miss wins. Louisville is traveling to Hattiesburg.
One-0 pitch. This is Matt Klein. Matt Klein, couple of hits, 4 at-bats. He's driven in a run.
Found a way to shake off that staleness of missing 2 months with a broken wrist. Said over the past week, this Louisville team got knocked out of the ACC tournament after one game. Klein had a couple of at-bats there and then spent the next week playing simulated games to get him up to speed. Getting used to seeing pitching and the pitching that Louisville has thrown and probably threw at him. And he was seeing some good arms over that practice week.
Well, ACC fans are not happy to hear this. NC State is out. Auburn is on to the Supers. Your alma mater, Greg Olson.
Congratulations to those boys. Butch Thompson.
Now Matt Klein draws a walk with 2 outs. So first and second. And the inning carries on for the Louisville Cardinals.
Wright State just trying to get off the field right here, limit the damage to only 2 runs.
Man, it's been a long day for these Raiders. It was an amazing, emotional 5-4 win over the #1 national seed Vanderbilt earlier today, and kind of get the sense of maybe just running out of steam here in what has been a long day.
Yeah, they probably got to the ballpark here at 11 o'clock a.m. Almost 12 hours later. You're in the top of the 8th trying to keep this potent Louisville offense from scoring any more runs.
Rose is 0 for 3. Slash foul. 2 strikes to Rose. And Wright State starting to run out of outs. They're going to start the next inning at the bottom of the order with Will Cook scheduled to hit in the 9-hole. Just 2 hits for Wright State. Ground ball. It's going to end the inning. But 2 more runs, 2 more big runs for Louisville. 7.5 in the books here in Nashville. How about Alex Alisea delivering a big 2-run hit? Look at downtown Nashville, and we can add a couple of teams to the tickets punched. Arkansas and Auburn from the SEC are in. Arkansas taking care of Creighton here tonight. Auburn and Coastal Carolina going head-to-head in the Super Regionals. You bet that is good. So here we are in the bottom of the 8th inning. It's gotten late for Wright State. Just 2 hits. Daniel Levitch came out of the bullpen last inning, looked really sharp. Got the 3rd out. And now Will Cook 1 for 2. It is 9-1-2 for Wright State. Swung on and missed. I mean, he was swinging for a 6-run homer there.
Yes,
came up empty, 0-2.
Yes, he was trying to do some damage on that swing. Got a slider. Let's see, Daniel Levitch probably will finish this, and then we might see the freshman Jake Schweitzer come in and close out the 9th.
Cook looks at ball 1-2 to Will Cook. He has one of the 2 hits tonight, but it was an infield bunt single. So just 1 clean single tonight for the Raiders. It was Patrick Fultz to lead off the 4th. And the Raiders haven't scored since Gregory's RBI single in the 3rd against Vanderbilt. So it's 12 innings without a run for Wright State.
Yeah, I mean, they've gotten away with it because they've gotten such great hot starts, got great pitching.
Hit sharply, but the shift is on. Neighbors throws to first. And so Cook is the first out of the 8th. And now Cardinals fans really starting to count outs.
5 outs left. Nice pitch by Daniel Levitch. Slider away and back to the top of the lineup. But it's really hard to believe that they've only gotten 2 hits. This offense has been so good, so potent. And you look at Louisville, and you got this pitching staff that's coming online and getting hot with this offense.
Warren checks his swing. They'll appeal. Hunter Warren 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. This is a guy that has just been quiet here today, even going back to the Vanderbilt win earlier this afternoon. And at the top of the order, and as big of a table setter as he has been and igniting the Raiders throughout the last few weeks, just hasn't been there much today.
No, he struggled tonight. He came into this game 2 for 12. Right now 2 for 15. Punch outs are on fastballs away, and then sliders rushing in at the back foot. Let's see, Daniel Levitch is trying to get this fastball down and away. Warren just not getting out there and covering that pitch.
2-1 from Wyatt Daniel Levitch, another foul ball. 2-2. So again, the ACC has
shown well.
Shown very well. And the Cardinals hoping to add to the list of teams in the Super Regional round. We talked about Duke, Florida State under Link Jarrett in. This is out to left field. Coming in, Eddie King, he's got it. And that's the 2nd out. Warren is retired again. Put it in play this time, but he's 0 for 4. And they'll bring up Patrick Fultz. Really like Fultz's game at the plate, in the field. He is 1 for 3 in this ball game tonight. You know, his play at third base, diving back to tag out Neighbors on that play at third base. I mean, it just shows how gritty and hungry he is.
Yeah,
he's a leader.
Yes, he is. The glue guy is what Coach Sogard said. He's got the pulse of the team. Right now, that pulse is getting pretty thin. Fultz needs to get something started right here, try to get a couple runs on the board or get something started.
Wyatt Daniel Levitch, an inning and a third. No runs, no hits, 1 strikeout since coming on.
You got to remember Gus Gregory's out of the game. So you lose that power bat that would be batting next.
Swung on and missed. Got him. Matt Klein does some dirty work for the third out in the eighth, and now Louisville 3 defensive outs away from a super regional berth.
Savory, juicy, and hold up. It's got Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Nice. Crispy, zesty, ranchy perfection. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
You can still leave. You still have a choice.
Cool.
Ballerina, rated R.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
In your neighborhood, there's a place so good. It's so nice to be at a store meant for me.
80% lean ground beef is just $4.88 a pound. Athena melons are only 99 cents a pound. Lay's kettle cooked chips or rolled gold pretzels are just $2.88. Tyson chicken is only $6.98.
Welcome to Fairway, your Fairway family.
Get a taco to go plus a big Q for $2.99.
Taco to go, taco to go. Taco to go, taco to go. Taco to go, taco to go. And a big Q and a big Q. Taco to go, taco to go.
QT, more than a
taco.
Well, double-digit hits for the 32nd time this year. Louisville, a dozen hits, 6 runs. Wright State, no runs, 2 hits. As we move to the 9th inning, you see the conference tote board. The ACC doing well in the NCAA tournament. 19 wins. Duke is into the Supers. Florida State's in the Supers. Cardinals hoping to join them. Big news, Vanderbilt, the #1 national seed, out. The #2 national seed, Texas, out. Georgia, #7 national seed, out. Oregon, out. They were a national seed. Clemson, a national seed, out.
Texas or Vandy a bigger shock to you?
Probably Texas, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking Vandy, man, they came into this tournament going through the SEC
They were right
tournament.
on, no doubt.
Won 9 in a row.
Bats just cool over the last couple of days. Caught up with them. Breaking ball here to Eddie King. He leads off the 9th as I'm sure Dan McDonough would like another run or 2 going to the bottom of the 9th. Probably never going to feel comfortable enough. Swung on and missed. Malachi Paplinus.
Wow. Eddie King thought one of those pitches was a ball. Thought he swung through what would be strike 2. Home plate umpire Mike Fichter said, that's 3. You only get 3.
There's 1.
Well, that was the last one.
That was the last. Oh, that was strike 3?
Yeah,
okay, I thought we were doing a pitch sequence.
Yeah, there was a fastball down and away. The curveball landed 2-1, made it 2-2.
Yeah. So 1 down, and Garrett Pike still looking for his first hit of the night. 0 for 3, was hit by a pitch in the first inning. And nothing in 2. Looking ahead to the Wright State 9th inning. They have Nate Manley due up, followed by J.P. Peltier and Boston Smith. And Smith could make things interesting if he has a couple of guys on. Smith tags out Pike, and there is 2 down. Back-to-back strikeouts for Paplinas.
Really
and
good
Jake Monroe will
changeup.
come up again.
So Boston Smith has a chance to do some damage. 3 spot, but it's going to have to get down to Conlon Daniel before we start having a conversation about tying runs in certain bases.
Lined up the middle, and coming in is Daniel, but he won't get there. Hard hit ball by Jake Monroe with 2 outs.
We've been waiting for Monroe to open it up. He had been batting in this 3-hole. Got moved down to the 6th spot, probably just to take a little bit of pressure on him. He was really pressing. Relaxes a little bit and gets a good fastball middle of the plate and drives it right back up the box. No one tagged Davis's background, and his dad's probably been in his ear. He's going, this is a really good time right here for you to look to do a little bit of damage.
Take Davis 1 for 4. Out in front, ball and a strike. Davis 18 home runs on the season. Has had a remarkable first year in college baseball. Had a hit and a run scored his last time to the plate. And he lines this one to the shortstop, Arnold, and that'll end the inning. Okay, go time for Wright State. Down 6. Cardinals trying to punch a ticket to the Super Regionals.
Savory, juicy, and hold up. It's got Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning? Nice. Crispy, zesty, ranchy perfection. Hidden Valley Ranch, only serious about flavor.
This Friday, the greatest action franchise reloads. Rated R.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
If it's summer, Frank's got you covered with these sizzling deals at Fairway. This week, Ruffles are just $3.88. Blue Ribbon Classics bars are only $4.99. Capri Sun or Kool-Aid Jammers are just $2.48. Whole seedless watermelon is only $5 each. Fairway, sizzling savings all summer long.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
6-run lead in the 9th. But Wright State has had an amazing day. Knocked out the #1 national seed earlier today. Vanderbilt went down at the hands of the Raiders 5-4. First time a #1 overall seed has not made a regional final. That's going back to this format when it started in 1999. Louisville seeking its 10th super regional appearance in 15 national tournament trips. All they need is 3 more outs. And the first pitch is to Nate Manley. He's 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. The 1-0. He went. A ball and a strike.
Big spot. Manley came in the 6th inning for Gus Gregory, who had started limping around.
What a year it has been for Wright State. They have won 5 straight elimination games here in the postseason, but they need to dig out of a big hole in a hurry. Strike two.
They got a tough ticket. Danielewicz. And if something gets going on too much, Schweitzer, their freshman closer, both of them electric arms, great stuff. So it's going to be a tough road to get 6 runs or get close.
Just stays high for Danielewicz. Wyatt Danielewicz, an inning and 2/3. No runs, no hits. He has struck out 2. Hasn't walked anybody.
No, he's really good. Pounding the zone. Leg comes up and he gets going down that hill in a great drive.
Struck him out. 1 down. "14 strikeouts tonight for Eberle and Danielewicz combined." And now here's J.P. Peltier. 0 for 3.
You got the guys you want coming up. Peltier, Boston Smith, Luke Arnold. He's got a tough customer in Danielewicz.
He went around. 0-2. It's been a while for the Cardinals. Just getting back into this national tournament. 2022 the last time. Knocked out in the College Station Super Regional. Missed the last 2 big dances. And now just 1 out away from going back to the Super Regionals. But they have 1 big out to get. Here comes Boston Smith.
Danielewicz, man, when that leg comes up, he has got some serious drive and getty up going down that hill.
What a career it's been for Boston Smith, the senior. Wright State's all-time home run king. Has 26 on the year. But he represents the last chance for the Raiders. Outside.
He has been so good in this tournament. Man, he's carried this offense. Quiet night tonight. But he is locked in. Has not expanded the zone. Put good swings on everything.
And he puts another one on, but this one's going to stay in the yard. And for the 10th time in program history, Louisville is going to the Super Regionals. There were times I think people were ready to write Louisville off. They ended up finishing 10th in the ACC. They were 1 and done at the ACC tournament. Some thought that they were a bubble team, maybe weren't worthy of a bid to the NCAA tournament. But they get in, and they were impressive in Nashville. They got a win over Vanderbilt last night. Win all 3 days, and now on to the Supers. After missing this whole event the last 2 seasons, the Cardinals are back.
It's a very dangerous offense that has gotten healthy at the absolute perfect time. Only won 4 out of their 10 series in the ACC. And like my partner said, some felt like they barely squeaked in, but they've gotten healthy, got Matt Klein back, and their starting staff is dominant.
What a run it was for Wright State. At the Horizon League and here in Nashville. And let's bring in Dan McDonald. Congratulations, Coach. You know, I know how special this is for you and for the guys. But this Wright State bunch, we were just talking about how scrappy they are, but you put it to them pretty early, and now you're headed to the Super Regionals. What's on your mind?
It's awesome. Just how well we pitched. You know, we had our moments this year. We went through some struggles, but, man, we just kept working. Just keep saying learn and grow. And, I mean, you can't get over how well we pitched. It would have been a frustrating one if we let this one get away because we didn't run the bases great. We left a lot of runners on. We left a lot of guys on third. But, wow, I mean, when you pitch, it makes up for a lot. And I'm just obviously very happy for this team, for the program. But, you know, Coach Williams and the pitching staff, man, it's awesome.
Oh, you guys were amazing again on the mound. Eberle was great. You had Forbes. It's just unbelievable to see you guys getting healthy at the right time. And a lot of people were talking about you guys just barely squeaking in.
Yeah, no, we had a really good year. You know, we obviously played our best against the best competition, as you saw this weekend, and you know, with some good weekend series wins. And fortunately, we played a good schedule. We won a lot of important games, if you want to call it that. But like I said, I'm happy for this group. The older kids, the Bivens and the Forbes and the Kleins and the Kings. You know, as Clay alluded to earlier, man, we went through some unusual struggles in our program. But as we say, it's a part of life. And that chant never gets old.
No.
So we started that chant off in Texas, first game of the year, and man, this is awesome.
And I guess there's a chance you could be in front of your home fans next week. The Miami Hurricanes and Southern Miss are going to a Monday night showdown in Hattiesburg. And what would it mean if the Cardinals are back at home next week?
Obviously, we've always played our best at Jim Patterson Stadium. So, you know, I'd love to play at Jim Patterson Stadium, what Mr. Patterson's done for our program. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. And but, hey, we talked about playing on the road, and we've definitely gotten better on the road. So I'm just glad that buck is not getting done. Well, here it is. Yeah. I shouldn't have spoke too soon.
Yes, you did.
Oh,
well, you know what? You almost turned the lights out again in this stadium.
Oh, gosh, man, but that feels good. It feels good. So, yeah, I'm going to celebrate, or we're going to enjoy this. And if we have to go to Hattiesburg, man, it's an awesome place to play. I coached at Ole Miss for 6 years, and
yeah,
it's fun. So, you know, at this point, man, we're just control we can control, and that's obviously getting a chance to practice for another week and play for another week. It's awesome.
Coach Mack, it was really a pleasure watching your team the last few days. Good luck in the Supers.
You got it. Thanks guys. Appreciate you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Dan McDonnell. He has made 5 College World Series appearances with the Louisville Cardinals, and who knows, they could be getting back to Omaha real soon. They'll be in the Supers next week against who we don't know, where we don't know. But here in Music City for 3 days, this town belonged to the Louisville Cardinals. They win it here tonight, the final 6-0 over Wright State. We hope you enjoyed it. For Greg Olson, I'm Clay Matvick. So long from Nashville.